Have you ever felt trapped, struggling to express yourself? Do words slip through your grasp, leaving opportunities just out of reach? Or maybe you've found yourself lost in a conversation, a twisting labyrinth that drains you and leaves your voice unheard. In a world where relationships are gold and words wield power, mastering communication isn't merely a skill, it's a superpower. Picture this. Someone strides into a room, radiating confidence, drawing every eye. They're not the loudest voice, yet their mastery of connection pulls people in. When they speak, listeners lean forward, hanging on every word. That could be you. Yes, you have the potential to revolutionize how you connect, persuade, inspire, and lead. But here's the twist. Effective communication isn't about flawless speech or witty debates. It's about decoding the human mind, earning trust, and leaving a lasting mark. Today, we're setting out on an adventure, not a dry, textbook drone about grammar or word choice, but a dive into practical, real-world tactics to transform your interactions. By the end of this audiobook, conversations won't feel like barriers to conquer. They'll be doors to opportunity. Whether you're nailing an interview, healing a broken bond, or pitching a vision that sticks. These strategies, they're your hidden ace. A word of caution, though. This isn't a shortcut. Mastering communication demands work, repetition, and the courage to face habits dragging you down. Are you up for it? Ready to shed old ways and craft a version of yourself no one can overlook? Stay with me. In the next chapter, we'll peel back the layers of what makes communication click and why so many miss the mark. Here's a teaser. It's less about your words and more about the emotions you spark. Chapter 1. Breaking down the barriers. Let's kick off with a raw truth. Most folks overcomplicate communication. Society's drilled into us that great communicators dazzle with big words and clever phrasing. But that's a myth. Recall the last time someone truly hooked your attention. Was it their vocabulary? No, it was the feeling they stirred in you. Now, let's tackle the big question. Why do so many of us falter at this? Fear and confusion top the list. Fear of rejection, of misspeaking, of judgment. These anxieties erect unseen walls, locking us away from our true selves. The fallout? Clunky exchanges, missed shots, and connections that fizzle before they ignite. But here's the kicker. Those walls aren't solid. They're illusions, tales you've spun from past stumbles. Built by you, they can be torn down by you. Where most trip up is this. They obsess over themselves mid-conversation. Do I sound smart? Are they impressed? Am I captivating enough? This inward spiral is like radio static, muffling the real goal, connection. Flip the script. Stop fixating on your lines and zero in on them. What's swirling in their mind? What do they crave? What's hiding beneath their words? Here's a fast trick. Next time you're chatting, pause and think. What's their mood right now? Anxious? Pumped? Scattered? Spotting these signals reveals a secret. Communication isn't wordplay. It's energy. Sync with their vibe, and rapport flows effortlessly. But we're not done. Up next, we'll dive into a skill too many neglect: listening. Heads up, we're not as slick at it as we believe. Chapter 2. The Art of Listening. Brace for a blunt fact. Most people don't listen to grasp. They listen to fire back. Admit it. How often have you mentally rehearsed your reply while they're still talking? It's a habit we all share, and it's quietly wrecking our ability to bond. Listening isn't just keeping mum while they speak. It's an active craft, honed by focus and effort. Nail it, and you'll shift how people see you. Why? Because being truly heard taps into a primal human longing. When you listen with intensity, you hand them something precious, validation, a gift they'll carry with them. Ready to level up your listening? Try these. Mute your inner chatter. That nagging voice, judging, plotting, needs to hush. Lock your focus on the speaker. Catch their tone, their gestures, their phrasing. Often, the unspoken weighs as much as the said. Hold off on cutting in. You might think leaping in with tips or tales helps, but it screams, "My take matters more." Let them run their course, even through a lull. Those quiet beats, they're where raw feelings bubble up. Pose deep questions. Great listeners don't just bob their heads, they dig in. Ask open prompts like, "How'd that hit you?" Or "What came next?" It proves you're all in. Here's a dare. In your next talk, vow to listen without dishing advice unless they ask. It'll feel odd at first, but watch how they unfold when you're not there to solve them, just to get them. What about when tempers flare and listening seems out of reach? That's where empathy swoops in. Next chapter, we'll unpack how to wield it to cool conflicts and forge trust. Don't miss it. It's a game changer. Chapter 3. The Power of Empathy. Imagine this. You're locked in a fiery spat. Voices climb, tension chokes the air, and escape feels impossible. Now stop. What if you quit chasing victory and sought to understand instead? That's empathy in motion, one of communication's mightiest weapons. Empathy isn't just stepping into their shoes, it's feeling their world. It links minds, flipping fights into chances for richer ties. But here's the hitch. It doesn't bloom naturally when stress spikes. It's a muscle you've got to flex. How do you weave empathy into your talks? Pause and ponder. When someone rattles you, don't snap back. Breathe deep and ask, what's driving them right now? Often, their heat isn't aimed at you. It's their own storm spilling out. Affirm their feelings. You don't need to nod along to say, "That sounds rough," or "I get why you're upset." These small words can douse flames, and let them know you hear them. Echo their energy. If they're buzzing, match their thrill. If they're low, offer calm support. This quiet mirroring whispers, "I'm right here with you." No sugarcoating. Empathy's tough, especially with folks you don't vibe with. But here's the wonder. The more you lean in, the smoother it flows, and the tighter your bonds grow. Doubt its strength. A top negotiation coach once saved a multi-million-dollar deal not by arguing, but by hearing a prickly client out, nodding to their gripes and replying with warmth. The deal held, and loyalty followed. Empathy doesn't just patch rifts, it lays trust, the cornerstone of killer communication. And trust? It's the spark of influence. Next up, we'll explore how it fuels persuasion, authentically, no games. You in? Let's roll. Chapter 4. Building Trust, the Ultimate Influence Tool. Let's talk trust. It's the unseen glue binding every deep chat, partnership, and bond. Without it, your slickest words flop. With it, even simple ones hit hard. So, how do you forge it? Forget grand moves. Trust grows from steady, small steps over time. It's proving through words and deeds that you're dependable, real, and honest. Here's how to nurture it. Stay steady. Flip-flopping kills trust. If your talk and walk don't match, doubt creeps in. Promising a deadline or just sharing thoughts. Deliver. Every kept word, however tiny, builds faith. Own your slip-ups. Nobody's flawless. When you goof, and you will, admit it. Apologize for real and fix it. People admire those who face faults over those who duck blame. Speak straight. It's easy to gloss over truth to dodge friction or win points, but fakes get sniffed out. Be clear, kind, and honest. Respect follows, and trust tags along. Listen pure. Recall our listening bit? When folks feel you hear them, no hidden motives, they trust you more. Show real curiosity about their world. Here's a tale. A young entrepreneur pitched investors with a bold idea. No glitz, no silver tongue, just raw openness. He laid out risks, shared struggles, and showed grit to tackle them. They backed him not for his pitch, but his realness. Now his brand's a big name. Trust isn't just about charming folks. It's lasting sway. When they trust you, your ideas land easier. Next, we'll master persuasion, guiding talks and sparking action, all while keeping it real. This is where your skills turn super. Hang tight. Chapter 5. Guiding conversations and inspiring action. Great communication isn't just swapping words, it's igniting impact. Master persuasion, and your voice becomes a force, stirring action. But here's the gem most miss. It's not about slick moves or mind games. It's leading folks to a vision they own. First, get this. Emotions, not logic, drive people. Even smart choices hinge on feelings. Think of your last big call. Buying something, picking a job, saying yes. Feelings ruled more than you'd guess. To spark action, tap that. Paint a future so vivid, it pulls them in. Touch their dreams, fears, hopes. Tie your idea to what they crave deep down. The closer it feels to them, the stronger it hits. Build momentum too. Start with shared ground. People follow those who get them. Once that's set, weave in stories, examples, analogies. A good tale slices through doubt like data can't. Keep it clear. Muddy messages lose folks. Simplify, but respect their smarts. Speak bold, leave space for their input. Ownership breeds action. Timing's key. Don't rush the close. Let it simmer, then strike when their heart and head align. Take this. A mediator bridged two warring sides not with facts, but by hitting their shared values, flagging a loss they'd both hate. Urgency clicked, and a deal bloomed from chaos. Next, we'll tackle high-stakes talks, bad news, clashes, big calls, with finesse and force. Don't bail. It's about to heat up. Chapter 6. Mastering High-Stakes Conversations. When emotions soar and pressure mounts, communication's a tightrope. One misstep, and you're pushing people away or fanning flames. Handle it right, though. And these moments forge growth, clarity, and tighter ties. High-stakes talks need prep, patience, and precision. First, stay cool. Tough when tempers blaze, but your calm anchors the storm. Breathe slow, pace your words, and see yourself as a guide, not a reactor. Clarity's your ally here. Confusion in tense times spells trouble. Be straight, but gentle. Don't dodge or oversweet until your point's lost. Pick words that won't twist into dismissal or blame. Emotional smarts matter too. Read the vibe. Not just words, but the feelings behind them. Watch their stance, hear their tone, note silences. These clues let you tweak your tack on the fly. Try reframing. Shift from the mess to fixes. If they're mad about a flub, nod to their frustration. Then steer toward solutions. It cools heat and shows you're in it together. Give them room to vent. High stakes mean big feelings, and they need air before real talk flows. Don't cut in or defend fast. Hear them out. Validate without caving. A team leader once tamed a workplace blowout by playing neutral, letting each side spill uninterrupted, then framing it as a team puzzle. Chaos turned collaboration. As we near the end, we'll lock in these skills for the long haul. You've climbed far. The payoff's coming. Chapter 7. Maintaining and evolving your communication mastery. You've laid the groundwork, busting barriers, listening sharp, building trust, persuading strong, and nailing tough talks. Now the real test. Keeping these skills sharp and growing your pull. Communications, no one-and-done deal. It's a living craft needing reflection, practice, and flex. Stay self-aware. Check yourself. Are you showing up fully, still listening deep, or sliding back to cutting in and steering? Ask trusted pals, family, or coworkers how you land. Do they feel heard, respected, clear? It's awkward, but gold for growth. Push your edges too. Talk with folks who think different, live different. It stretches you, teaching nuance. Great communicators don't just ride the now. They eye what's next. Tech, culture, shifts. They reshape how we connect. Stay hungry for new tools, insights, digital platforms, psych hacks, whatever's fresh. Emotional smarts are king today. As tech races, real empathy stands taller. You're not just grabbing tricks. You're shaping a mindset of connection and growth. That's when it's less about perfect words and more about human magic. Here's the close. Communication's a lifestyle threading us together, unlocking doors to bonds, wins, and dreams. Invest in it, and its power blooms beyond imagination. Go wield these tools, practice, evolve. The best don't shout loudest, they listen, link, and lift others to act. That's your power, friend. Chapter 8. Mastering the Digital Conversation. We're deep in the digital era, and communications morphed wild since decades past. Face-to-face still rocks, but texts, emails, posts, and calls run the show now. Here's the catch. Digital's a different beast. No body language, no eye contact. Just words flying solo. Tone's your first hurdle. A line can twist a dozen ways without voice or face to ground it. To nail it, think how your words might land sans context. Lean clear, lean positive. Skip, "That's not what I meant," by phrasing smart up front. To be clear, or "Hope this clicks," dodge mix-ups. Brevity's next. Attention's short online. Cut fluff, hit hard, keep purpose. Ask, "What's my point? How do I shrink it without losing soul?" Video's its own game. Presence rules. Sit tall, eye the lens, ditch distractions. Voice strong, vibe alive, like you're there. Timing's tricky too, replies lag, so balance promptness with chill. Spot digital feelings, writing style hints at mood. Match it, affirm it, show care. Digital's here for good, master it, and you'll thrive in this wired rush. Next, we'll sway crowds, speeches, groups, big stakes. Buckle up. Chapter 9. Influencing large groups through public speaking. Real talk, facing a crowd's scary, pressure, eyes, judgment. Even pros sweat. But public speaking, it's a titan of communication. Work talks, seminars, meetings. Your sway over many can shift everything. Confidence leads, not perfection, but owning your space. Walk in tall, lock eyes, speak crisp. Your body screams, "I've got this." Confidence isn't all, though. Connection is. Treat it like a chat, not a sermon. You talk, but they're in it. Feel the room, tweak to their pulse, hit their needs. Know them first. Who are they? What fires them up? What's their grind? Shape your words to fit. Pros get career nods. Mixed crews get broad hooks. Stories seal it. Folks crave tales over stats. A good yarn grabs, stirs, sticks. It's how you make them feel, not just hear. Structure matters. Brains love order. Hook 'em fast. Wild fact, big question, juicy tale. Flow your points smooth, then land a closing that echoes, nudging thought or action. Engage too. Questions, input, virtual polls if online. Pauses. Don't dread 'em. They deepen impact. An entrepreneur once wowed thousands, not with polish, but a raw fail story, real, relatable. They didn't just clap, they moved. Speaking's your megaphone, master it, and your voice soars. Next, we'll spark lasting change. Best's ahead. Chapter 10. Inspiring. Lasting change through communication. We've climbed high, confidence, influence, big talks. Now the peak, sparking change that sticks, rippling long after you speak. It's not quick hype, it's deep shifts in thought, feeling, action. Start clear. Why are you talking? To push action, shake beliefs, spark new views. Purpose keeps you sharp and rings true. Hit head and heart. Logic sways short. Emotion locks long. Tap their wants, woes. Share grit over adversity, tales that stir, not just inform. Empower, too. Don't boss. Lift them to own it. Provoke reflection. Toss tools. Spark their fire. Lead by doing. Live your words. MLK didn't just preach dreams, he walked them. Courage, peace, belief. That's movement level impact. Vision's vital. Paint a future they can touch, crave, chase. Hope drives action. Make it real. Change creeps slow. Plant seeds, tend them. Cheer small wins. You've learned it's not talk, it's connection. Sway, inspiration. Master this and you shape worlds. Step up. Speak bold. Listen true. The best don't just sway moments. They ignite lasting waves. Go make yours. One chat at a time.